Now we're going to solve some questions based on this insert into SQL command. The first question is insert a single record into staff department table. In staff department table we have two columns, and we are going to add very first record where we will be adding one value to the department ID and finance to the department name. Before solving our question number first, we would like to select our database, and we will do that using use staff management. Now let's try to solve the question number one. Our question number one is inserting a single record into a table. And to insert this record, you need to use insert into command and then your table name. So your table name is staff department, and then you write values. First you have to mention your column names, right? In what column you would like to add these values. So department underscore ID, comma, department underscore name, and then inside values you will write your first value that you would like to add to department ID, and then your department name, finance. Okay, before inserting, let's do one thing. Try to go to the table. This is your staff department table, and I'm just going to open this table. Click on this icon, table icon. You do not have any record, right? So we are going to add this newly created record. Okay, let's execute this statement into. Select this statement, click on execute icon. Now you see this record is added. Let me clear this, and again you go back to staff underscore department table, click on the icon, and you will be able to see the single record is added, one and finance, right? Question number two, you're going to insert here multiple records to your staff department table. This is your existing table, staff department, and now we are going to add multiple records. We are going to add these different records to department ID column and these values to the department name. Let's see how to do that. Okay, now let's add a few more records. I'm gonna copy question, add multiple records, right? Again, we know insert into statement, our table name, then columns, and after that you just mention your values, right? And what are the values you mention to, in parentheses you write your first row that you would like to add. I'm gonna say second and then department name, sales, right? If you want to add one more record, you simply do one thing. You put the comma and then you put your, let's say, third, and whatever the department name, marketing, you put the comma, then your 4, then your again department name, I will say human resource or resources, put again comma, and one more we will add 5, and after that you will say customer support Okay, I think that's enough for this table. Now execute this one. Okay, we have added that records. Clear this one. Again, go back to left side panel, click on this icon, table. You see we have added these records. 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, everything looks great, right? Now let's solve the next question. Now we're going to solve question number 3. In question number 3 we are going to add a single record to staff department table. So these are the different columns for staff member table, and we will be adding very first record or row to staff member column. Now we are going to add single record to a different table. I will say add. So this particular table have more columns, and I'm gonna say insert into, what is the table name? Staff members, right? And staff members, what are the column names? Let's say employee ID, then I will say first name, last name, then department ID, hire date, and last one is a salary, right? And then after that we're gonna add values. I can write in capital letter values, and then you just mention your first row. Let's put some name here, RO. Okay, before that you want to add your first record, RO, employee ID, then first name, then last name. I will say Sharma, then I will say his department ID is 3, and the date that we are going to mention is, let's say 2022 0501. Okay, and the salary we're going to say he earns around 60,000. Okay, let's execute this line. Unknown column employee ID. Okay, we have the spelling mistake here. I think it's okay. Okay, it's executed correctly, right? So let's see our table. Go to the table. Aro Sharma 1. Okay, that's the date, right? Everything looks good. Now I can add a few more records. The question number 4 is we are going to add multiple records to a staff member table. This is your staff member table, and we are going to add all these values, 4 values, or I will say 4 records to staff member table. Let's try to solve this using SQL statement. Let's write multiple records to. Let's see question number 4, multiple records, and I will just copy these lines, and we need to add, let's say, 3 more records here, 2, and then say I will say Anaya Varma. Department ID, let's say we'll put 2 here, and date is, let's say put 2023. I will say 3 and maybe 15, and she earns around, let's say 50,000. Now if you want to add more records, you just put the comma and you add some more records. So I'm just gonna add few more records just to save the time. And let's see, after the comma you add few more records here, and then you execute this statement. Column count does not match value. So what's happening here, the record that I copied, I didn't put employee ID, right? Now it should work. Let's see. Yes, it's executed. Let's see the results. Right click on the table icon and 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, these are the names, department ID, and these are the hire date and salary. Yeah, everything looks great to me. I think that's all for this tutorial.